The stage, George Zacharopoulos!
Hello! Hello! Come on guys, be more excited. It's Saturday night. Come on, hello! Hello! Looking brilliant, great. How are you guys? Are you having a good day? Yes! Yes, off work? It's exciting, isn't it, when you have to work? It's fantastic. Hello guys, come in. Oh wow, more people. Hello! 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 Don't be embarrassed. Are you Greeks? No? No? That's okay, come in. Anything I can get you? A watch? No? It's alright. Oh, look at you guys, you're lovely. So any of you, now, who would do me a favor to come here at the front? 3 people at the front, to fill the front row. You 3 people at the, is only 3 of you? Yeah. Yes, come over there, come over here, we're fine. Come on guys, give them a round of applause, they're so brave, aren't they? And this is what's not going to work. Oh, more people, hello? This is not going to work. Like, do you see, you guys here, you're having a nice time. You're here for the comedy. Look at these fuckers over there. Sitting on the sofa. You know, like the 2 old people at the Muppet Show who just judge. Sitting on the sofa going, this is shit. No, this is not going to work. You are not the cool kids at school. Come on, come here. There's 2 seats over here. Come on, get off. Oh. Okay, alright. Hello guys, it's here, second row. No, don't have it back now. It's too late for that, mate. It's too late for that. Ah, look at that. No, it's right, mate. You're fine. The thing is, I want to be able to see everybody. When you're sitting over there, it's like you're watching telly. Look at them! I just told people not to sit on the sofa, and you think you're going to get away with this. Yeah. This is not going to happen. Come on, take a seat.
I am sitting.
Who are you with? Are you your own?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Come with here. Come make friends. You have someone coming?
Yes.
No, I want you. There's a seat over there. Go sit over there. Make friends. Are you guys on your own? What's your name? Anita and? Tom. Paul. Alright, we don't have a go. I'm a foreigner. Okay. What's your name?
Nikki.
Nikki.
Yes. Nikki,
Anita, Paul, you guys will have a great night together for the next hour. After that, I'm not responsible for what happens. Oh wow, this is great. You have one more person coming. Who's coming? Richard. Should we play a joke on Richard when he comes here? Yeah? Okay, this is what we'll do, right? This will be great. Okay, I don't know if it's going to be great. When he comes, I'm going to say whatever I'm saying. I'll finish the routine, whatever it is, right? And then he sit down and I go, guys, I came up with a new joke. Is this Richard?
Yes.
Fuck. Ah. It was going to be so sweet. Hello, Richard. We can ruin everything, mate. Ruined everything. It was going to be great. So, hello. Hi. Great. I don't know how to start the show. I always find it very awkward. I don't know how to start. Because I have an accent and it's really kind of sometimes, you know, people don't get used to the accent until like 10 minutes in. The beginning, it makes me very self-conscious. Like, you know what I've been doing to improve my accent? Like I saw on Wikipedia, you have to read out loud, things out loud. It makes you help kind of speak more clearly. But I'm thinking you can't just read things out loud everywhere because you look like a fucking moron. Imagine reading the newspaper out loud on the bus. I mean, no one will sit next to you, will they? So all they do is just like listen to rap music and sing along to the lyrics when I read them. Do you guys like rap?
Yes.
No? I like how one person was very vocal about their hair. No. Particularly dislike rap. I love rap. I listen to like the good rap as well. Jay-Z, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Vanilla Ice. Good stuff. And it's very weird though. It's very weird when you listen to rap out loud and you like sing along because it hasn't really helped. It hasn't really helped. What it has done though is I used to be very worried about my accent, but now I don't give a damn about you motherfuckers be thinking. So. Let's see what's happening. Who's my audience today? Give me a chair if you're Greek. Oh, 2 people. 2 people. What's happening today, guys? Today, right? It's Greek Easter, which means all the Greeks have fucked off to church. Now, let me tell you something about Greeks. They don't give a fuck about church. But sometimes we all gather at church in Easter, and I had the great vision to put a show on called Greek Tragedy during fucking Easter. Great business sense, George. Thanks. And the rest of you, Australians, give a cheer. in England now for 14 years. I like English people. Huh? Yeah, 200 years ago. I like that. I have nothing to say on that. So yeah, Australians, I love it. Hello guys, it's going to be good. I'm going to enjoy it quite a lot. Can you understand this accent? It's alright? Yeah, because it's very weird. Like I had a heckle as soon as I arrived on Monday. I was jet lagged. I did a gig at a place called Comics Lounge. It's on Errol Street. And I went on stage and I said, "Hello guys, my name is George. I am Greek." And this guy, he stood up and he heckled me. He went, "Mate, that is preposterous." Which for a heckle, it's pretty fucking good, isn't it? We can all agree this guy's vocabulary is top notch, right? Like the guy dug deep, preposterous. That's the way he announced it. Like he stood up. He said preposterous. Then he just sat back down on his seat. Like he performed the public service announcement or some sort. Preposterous. He came back to me at the end. He goes, "Mate, would you like some feedback? Some constructive criticism?" I was thinking, no. Absolutely not. I am jet lagged. I can't deal with this right now. However, I can see what's happening. You've had at least 4 pints. So you will tell me regardless, aren't you? So what have I done, mate? How have I offended you? And he went, "Oh, sorry, mate. Now I'm listening to your accent off stage. I realise it's real." But when I first heard it, I thought it was a bit too much. Frankly, I found you too Greek. Thanks, Australia. Too Greek is nothing about my jokes or my stage presence. It's about my accent, isn't it? That I'm never going to lose. I know this is never going to go away. I've been in England for 14 years. This is never going to be Hugh Grant. It's more like Borat. I know that, right? Too Greek. What the fuck did you do with that? Too Greek. Too Greek is shit, isn't it? Too Greek. I was so angry. I went home and smashed every plate in the house. Just to cheer myself up. And you guys are right to not laugh because I'm pretty sure you read the news. You can't afford to be smashing plates anymore. We'll just pair up paper plates instead now. It's more practical and cheaper. Love it, I love it. It's great in comedy. I really enjoyed it. And I wrote a show called Greek Tragedy. I was thinking about, it all started when I was thinking about my favorite toy when I was young, like my favorite toy in school. And I didn't have it, right? But all I wanted in my life was an Atari. Did you guys know the Ataris? Yes? Give me a check if you don't know what an Atari is, don't be embarrassed. You guys, born, I reckon, after 1992? Yeah, of course, yeah. The rest of you guys will know the Atari? Before 92? Of course. Do you guys know what the PlayStation is? Of course you do. It has 4 buttons on the left, 4 buttons to the right, 2 sticks, and 2 buttons on each side. Not the Atari stick. 1 button and a stick. And it was the best thing in the world. I really wanted an Atari. Do you guys remember your favorite toys? Do you remember your favorite toy?
Yeah, I like my Atari.
Your Atari? You had an Atari? Oh, you horrible bitch. I never had an Atari. I wanted an Atari. My mom would never get me an Atari. It's my lifelong thing. I always wanted an Atari. My mom was the kind of person that wanted me to have a good CV, and she did not see an Atari playing a good role in my upbringing, in my education. She used to always say that an Atari, it's a waste of time, George. You can never have an Atari. It's a waste of time. And also, I wanted to do sports. She was saying, no, sports are for losers. And I know it makes no sense to you, but it's a Greek mom. Her mentality is fucking different. Sports are for losers. And we're talking about the mother that used to feed people a lot. It's a Greek stereotype. Have some more food. Have some more food. What she was saying is, I want you to eat a lot. I want you to do 0 exercise. What you are going to do is grow up to be a fat bastard, George. Your dad is a fat bastard. Your granddad is a fat bastard. I am a fat bastard. It's a Greek way. You're going to be a fat bastard, you will have a mustache. That's what you're going to do. And it was very weird. She wanted me to grow up like that. And she didn't want me to have anything like an Atari. She did try to make me get a good CV. What she tried to do is, in her own way, make me be qualified for a job. And the way she saw me being qualified in my CV is she sent me for traditional Greek dancing for 9 years. Because Zorba gets you both laid and employed. And also, I can play the accordion. Yeah, Yeah, guys, ladies, the accordion. I can feel your vaginas widening. The accordion. Now, in the 90s, the accordion was a shit instrument. Now it's not good, isn't it? All the fucking hipsters are playing the accordion with the tiny little accordions going, oh, look at me, how quirky I am. Fuck off, mate, you don't know the pain of the accordion. I know the pain of the accordion, right? I felt the pain of the accordion because the accordion that I used to have was, because, I was a small kid. Like I was not a big guy now. I was even smaller when I was younger. I was a late bloomer, and I had like an accordion. And the accordion is a fucking massive instrument. I had my granddad's accordion, and there's pictures. Okay, do you know when my dad made me play the accordion, and my mom? They made me play the accordion on my birthday as a treat. Every other child in the world is looking forward to the fucking birthday. Not me. What would you like for your birthday, George? An Atari? No. What you will get is a chance to humiliate yourself in front of everybody you know. People will be there, your best friends, your family. You will dance Zorba, and then you play the accordion. Happy birthday. There's pictures of me on my 13th birthday, right? There's a picture, I wish I had it. I'm not very organized to put it on the wall or have a projector. There's a picture of me on my birthday, and all you can see is a cake that I have not yet touched. Because now it's treat time, and all you see is an accordion going from here all the way up to here. Just the two really sad eyes at the top, right? And she also made me wear one of these stupid party hats that's a cone. You know the one you put underneath and you just have a cone party hat saying happy birthday. I wore that whilst playing the fucking accordion, right? And all you see is just me, just standing there, playing the accordion, like almost to the point of tears, and my best friend going, ha! And that was my birthday, guys. My fucking birthday. Like, no, I wasn't playing any cool songs. I wasn't playing any songs from the 90s, like nothing cool that you would imagine. No, I had this teacher that was very intent on teaching me music from like the 40s and 50s, traditional Greek music. Like, I was like, can I learn something new? No, you want to learn what your grandparents had sex to. When you play this, think of granddad. You know? And it was very weird, because when you go to beach parties, did you guys go to beach parties? No. Are you from Melbourne? Isn't there like a beach down the road? Yes? And you didn't go to beach parties? Why? What's not the thing to do? Is it not the cool thing to go to a beach party? You've missed out on... It's amazing. I don't know if I want to continue now. I know people I'm playing to. It was a beach, like I come from a place in Greece called Kalamata. It's a coastal town. It's very warm. In the summertime, because you know we are right on the beach, we would go and have beach parties. It was amazing. It was like the idyllic surroundings, like you've seen in films. It's dark, you're young, you had one drink and you're like fucked because with one drink, right? And you're looking forward to maybe kissing that girl that you've been fancying since you were 12 and now you're 14. Thinking, oh, tonight might be the night when I kiss the girl I really like. Oh, tonight. And there will be the fire crackling, and there will be like the drinks and the sandwiches, and you've like had some food, had some drink, the time is right, and just before you go and make the move, there will be this dickhead that gets his guitar out. You know, every time that everybody's having a good time, and the dick gets his guitar out, and every girl in there, her nipples go. The guitar is out, girls. It's gonna be fucking amazing. And he played like the best songs in the world. You know, Smells Like Teen Spirit, which is amazing. Or, you know, November Rain by Guns N' Roses, or Nothing Else Matters by Metallica. And then they would go, George, would you like to give it a go? And like, of course, I brought my fucking accordion with me just to impress the girls. Just open the suitcase. Let me get ready! And then you just wear the accordion. Go 1 second. Saranda Palikarya Apotile Apotileva. Now, I know none of you knows what this means, but all of you can figure out this does not get you laid. This is not the sexy music. You imagine you have sex when you're 16. No one looked at me and went, oh, wow, look at this guy. My first blowjob will be this guy, right? No one ever said that. Did they have a girlfriend? No. They have a CV? Absolutely. Absolutely managed to have a CV. I was good in school, and I managed to go to England eventually and study biochemistry. Yes, guys, are you impressed? But before you're impressed, I need you to remember that now I'm in Melbourne playing to 30 people above a pub no one can fucking find. So my mom isn't that proud. Yes, I went to that was a good kid at school. I rebelled quite a lot. My mom was the kind of person that didn't like rebelling at all. She wasn't very supportive. She wasn't going through a phase. She was Mediterranean people. Now, give me a cheer. Let me just see, because it's an age thing as well. Give me a cheer if you were hit as a child. Give me a cheer if you went. Or you haven't? No? Look at me in my happy childhood. It was amazing. It was a very weird thing. I know now it's more frowned upon. But when we were younger, like in the 80s, and I'm guessing before, like it used to happen quite a lot. You cheered there. Where are your parents from? Iran. And of course, not the Western parents. No, it's always the fucked up ones, Greek, Iranese. Yeah. That's how we raised them. What did they use?
Anything they could get, belts, a stick.
Stick. That's a good one. Stick.
Branch from the tree or whatever.
Branch from a tree, which means sometimes even in public, don't give a shit. It was alright. I tried to rebel. My mum, I don't know about your parents, but my mum would go into like this mode from being really, really nice to being really, really aggressive, back to being really, really nice. And it was seamless, guys. It was like fucking psychopath. It was like I wasn't even checking the fucking height, right? It was amazing. Because my mom would go, George, would you like some more food? Have some more food. Have some more food. Mom, can I go out and play? No exercise for you. Keep on fucking eating. I'm working on your belly. Have some more food. Have some more food. And then I would go, okay, George, how was the accordion lessons? Oh, I fucking hate them. She goes, why are you doing this to me? Do you ever have a heart attack? Why are you doing this to me? You are going to treat me like a slave? I'm paying, your dad is paying for all those things. And you don't appreciate them? What is wrong with you? Answer me. And you'd go, but I don't. Poof. This is my time, George. Now you don't talk. Now it's my time. Okay? I said, no, I am 29 years old. I don't need that. I don't need that. Look, I feel like I'm 40. My hands are shaking. This is not good. And the phone would ring. Brrr. And I would go like, my mom would go, oh, I'm a slave. What do you think I am? Brrr. What do you think I am? I'm a slave? Brrr. I'm a slave? Brrr. Hello? Hello, Katerina. How are you? Yes, I'm fine, thanks. I'm here with the kids. How are you? Oh, yes, I heard. Congratulations. Yeah, you're pregnant. When are you due? Oh, 7 months' time. Oh, that's lovely, Katerina. Yes, well, it's your first one, isn't it? Yeah, well, kids, Katerina, they are a blessing. They are a joy in life. Absolutely, yes. And when you have kids, Katerina, your focus changes entirely. You go from looking after yourself to looking after your child and making sure your child is as happy as possible. Okay, Katerina. Well, yeah, we'll speak soon. I'm with George now. See you later. And then I would go to my room, and my bum would be a bit sore, right? And my mom would come to my room, like your mom, I suppose. They would do the same. And my mom would go, it hurts me more than it hurts you. They'll be standing there going, if your hand is hurting, you're doing this too hard. Because my bum really hurts, right? And then she would say this other thing. She would go, I'm doing this because I love you. Well, if you love me, buy me a fucking Atari. It was great. And I live in England now, and now we don't get told from a different perspective, because now I've been there for 14 years, and my mum calls me anti-Greek. It's a weird thing to be called anti-Greek by your family. Do your parents recognize that you've changed as a person because you've grown up in Australia and they're Iranians? Do they like that?
My mother's a totally different culture than my dad, so...
So where's your mum from? Philippines. Okay, I didn't realize that. So do your parents think that you're growing up Australian and you're losing your roots a little bit?
We never traditional, so.
Oh, rather happy child. You were here as a child, but look at you now. My adult relationship with my parents is perfectly normal. Well, congratulations. My mom calls me anti-Greek. She does this thing. When she goes, George, you're very anti-Greek. I'm like, why? She goes, you take the piss out of everything. I'm like, of course I do. I live in fucking England. That's what these fuckers do all the time. They're very self-deprecating, and I've learned to do the same thing. She's like, yeah, but you take the piss, and Greece is amazing. And you don't tell people during your comedy how amazing Greece is. Like, Mom, what's that happen? She goes, and I knew exactly what she was going to say. She was going to start banging on about ancient Greece. Ancient Greece. If you know any Greek people, you will know we fucking love ancient Greece right now. There's women in Athens right now having sex, coming at the thought of Sophocles, right? It's happening, right? It's happening right now. And my mom started going, of course, ancient Greece is amazing. We've had like the Parthenon and mathematics and economics and democracy. That's good, isn't it? I'm like, Mom, yes, that is amazing. But that is 2,500 years ago. That is not us. We have fucked this country up so much. We owe money to like every bastard out there. And Mum, you and Pythagoras have got fuck all in common. And it's true, isn't it? All you have in common with Pythagoras is your great ancestors may or may not have been in the same country as someone else who was good with triangles. And that's what it means. That's what it means. And I know I don't come from the Pythagoras genes. I know that. Like, in no likelihood, in the best case scenario, my ancestors were in the same school as Pythagoras. And if they were anything like my family, none of them would have gone, wow, Pythagoras is a genius, let's respect him. No, in no likelihood, they bullied the shit out of Pythagoras, right? For being a nerd. Probably called him something like Triangle Wanka. I don't know. It was a very weird thing, and I was like, Mum, like, why are you so proud? And I am proud as well. And my dad, like, calls me anti-Greek. Guess, look, do you know why he calls me anti-Greek? Because I have gay friends. Because my dad is a massive homophobe, right? And Greeks sometimes are quite homophobic. I was like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. It's wrong. I'm like, why is it wrong? He goes, it's disgusting. It's barbaric. And I'm saying the word barbaric because that's exactly the same word our proud ancient Greek ancestors would have used. They went, Dad, the ancient Greeks were like massive gays.
Yes.
Like they loved the cock. They were proper benders. And that was like, oh, and then you go, being anti-Greek. Like, I'm not fucking anti-Greek. There's vases out there from the 4th century BC, and they have artistry on the front of one guy just jacking on the guy off. What do you think that is? A secret handshake. They did that, they did it. And that's how it is. Like, they don't understand us. And I am proud of ancient Greece. Of course I'm proud. It's monuments, you see them now. Like when I went back on school holidays, I remember going out and going to like ancient Greek sites. They were amazing. I went to like a place where the Olympics took place for the first time. And you go there, and you go in the stadium, and you can run in the same stadium. People run like 700 BC, you know, when it was the first Olympics. It is, you know, it is amazing, and does make you feel good. The Parthenon is fantastic. I thought it was fantastic, and then I went. Have you guys been at the Parthenon? Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yeah? It's a bit shit though, isn't it? I mean, if you thought Greeks were lazy, if you look at this fucker, they're still building it 2,500 years later, right? And I'm there with some American friends of mine, and Americans are very similar with Greeks, I think, because like we don't like to admit it, Greek people, but I think we are very similar to Americans. You know how Americans stereotypically are like USA. Greeks are the same, you know, G-R-E-E-C, and I mean, it's not, it's a joke, guys. It's more like epsilon, lambda, alpha, sigma. And we're there with American friends, and we're looking at the Parthenon, and we're thinking the same thing. Is this it? Where is everything? It's empty. I thought they had stuff in it. And then I didn't know what was happening. There's no statues, there's no walls, there's nothing. Where is everything? And then I went to England, and I discovered these fuckers had them. Yeah, the British Empire took them in the 1800s, and that is typical behavior of British Empire times, isn't it? No, this is nice. It's ours now. The British took them, they came in the 1800s, and they took the statues, and they have them at the British Museum. Have you guys been at the British Museum?
Yeah.
It's amazing, right? You have to give it to them. It's an amazing building with treasures and relics from all over the world. You know, South America is there, ancient Egypt is there, Aboriginal stuff is there, Easter Island is there. I mean, it's a British Museum. It's got nothing fucking British in it whatsoever, right? They should just rename it to the place with other people's shit. Come visit. And the museum has got the Greek stuff in it, and the Greece wants it back, and the museum won't give it back. And Greece says, why? And the museum says, because things in Greece right now are very volatile, you might damage them, or you might break them, I can trust you with it, but here, we maintain them to the highest standards of maintenance, and it's free entry for the whole world to see. We don't charge anything, so come sit in here, and I went. And do you guys know what it feels like? You don't, I'll tell you. Going to the British Museum as a Greek person to see the Greek marbles sort of feels like going to the house of the bloke that stole your TV to see your TV on his wall and have you brag about it as well and go, have you seen your TV on my wall? It's amazing, isn't it? It's over there to your left. Don't touch, don't take pictures. You go, wow, it is amazing. It's very well maintained, I'll give you that. And thanks for having it for free, I really appreciate it. Can I have it back? No, you break it, mate, I can't trust you with it. But if you do miss your TV, tell you what, on the way out, for £5, you can buy a magnet that looks like your TV, and you can stick it in the fridge. We all love the fridge magnets. I collect fridge magnets. I hated myself, but I did get 4 of these magnets for my fridge. Didn't pay for them. I stole them. I should teach them about irony. Your magnets, get me my house. I keep dusting them every day. They look great. Come see them. I told my mom that. My mom, I love her, right? I love her. I love her, but she's not a funny woman. Can I say that? I said it. Not funny. Not funny. Do you agree, guys? Do you think your mom is funny? No, exactly right. Not a funny woman. Like, my mom doesn't understand me. My mom asked me, she said, George, what do you do for comedy? Tell me one of the jokes, she said. And I had just been at the museum. And I went, oh God, I've got this idea. You keep calling me Auntie Greek. That should fucking teach you. And I went, oh, you know, it's like going... And I told her that. And she went, that's a good point. Mom, is it funny? That doesn't matter, George. It's a good point. You tell them. And she tried to understand me. My mom is great. You know, I say these things, but she did give me, and my dad, the best possible upbringing. You know, my dad was working hard, my mom was doing her best, and I wasn't an easy child to raise because I had the condition, I had the heart condition, and the heart condition that was quite serious. Now I'm fine, by the way, so you can relax, right? I'm fine. I am perfectly fine. I overcame it. It's fine. But back then, it's like the kind of thing that like 1 in 100,000 kids get it. And I had it because I'm a winner at life. And also, there was like a 40% chance I might not make it past the age of 12. The doctors told that to my mom. He might not make it past the age of 12. And imagine that, right? And my mom never told me that. She never tried to discourage me about anything. She was always saying, George, you are going to be fine. There's nothing wrong with you. She never told me the extent of how ill I was. She never said, enjoy your childhood. Because, you know, there's a 40% chance that this is it. You know, she never said that. Instead, she kept on telling me, you're going to be fine, you're going to be fine. And the way I found out what was happening is during Christmas time, I was in the hospital, and my auntie decided to treat the family to something nice. And the way she decided to do it, it was full of good intentions. She contacted the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now, do you guys know the Make-A-Wish Foundation? They're amazing, aren't they? And things were looking bleak for George, right? They were looking very bleak. And my parents didn't have much money, so they just said, oh, that would cheer the family up. That would maybe give George a good send-off. I don't know. You know, things are not looking great. And the Make-A-Wish are a fantastic cause, right? But they come through the children's ward, everybody is like, all the kids are like, oh my God, not me, not me, not me. Because they are great, but if they come for you, you're fucked. If you make a wish come for you, you know your condition is probably not improving. Okay? You know things are looking bad. And they came to my bedside. That was 8 years old. And they went, but I realized what was happening. They went, hello George, will you make a wish? And I went, but Mom told me I'll be fine. And they were like, your auntie told us otherwise. Bit awkward, isn't it, George? But mate, you can choose what you want. And I went Disneyland. I want the classic. Disneyland. I want the good one. You told me the truth about my condition. Obviously, you're ruining my fucking Christmas. So I want Disneyland. And by the way, Make-A-Wish, don't send me to the one in fucking Paris. No. I want the one in Orlando, Florida. I want to go there, I want to like go to the swamps, maybe eat some crocodile or alligator, and then I want to go and watch a Miami Heat NBA match. That's what I want to do. And they said, George, that is a great idea indeed. We would love to see you there. However, Disneyland is quite an exciting place to go, and you have a heart condition. Doctors said no, because you might not make it back. And when they told me that, I was not disheartened. No pun intended. I was not disheartened because when I couldn't have Disneyland, I went, fine, an Atari. Get me an Atari. My mom was like, you are never getting an Atari, ever. I don't care how ill you are. You're spending an hour of your life on this stupid machine, ever. And I was like, all right. And she went, George, by the way, is the Make-A-Wish? They got like loads of money, so milk them for all they're worth. I mean, that's a very Greek attitude to a charity, right? What is it? Just get as much as you can be now. No wonder the economy is fucked. And we're there, right? And my mom was like, get anything you want, get everything, the biggest thing you want. And I wanted to meet my childhood hero. I thought that's what I would go for, my childhood hero. And my childhood hero was Michael Jackson. And many reasons why that is not possible. And you know, Michael would have loved to make it, but I wasn't a very good-looking kid. My childhood hero, he was a footballer. The guy played for a football team called Panathinaikos FC. That's the team I support, Panathinaikos FC. They are a great team, but they're based in Athens, 3 hours away from my house, and I only had the opportunity to see them once, right? And I went there, and we're playing, and we're drawing. It's the 89th minute, and this guy comes off the bench 2 minutes before the match is over, and he scores a diving header. You might not know anything about football, but diving header sounds fucking impressive, doesn't it? And this guy scored it. It was incredible. The crowd erupted. We won the match, and this guy was my hero. Turns out, though, this guy never came off the bench again, because that guy was really shit at football. And that was my hero, you know, because my life choices have been great since I was born, right? That was my hero. He was so bad. I'm pretty sure when the Make-A-Wish went round his house, and they went, there's a child dying to see you. I bet he went, really? Me? But I'm shit. What an idiot. You know, but he came to the house, and to be fair to him, when he moved away from Panathinaikos, he scored loads of goals. He had a few great seasons. So he went through a crisis of confidence. And I think I had something to do with his lack of confidence, because at one point, when he signed the football, he signed the football kit, he said, George, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Can I ask you, out of anything you could have had, how come you chose me? And I went, didn't want you more than Atari. The third best choice. After Disneyland. I was an honest child. So that happened. And I think that set my life really, because I have always kind of been positive about things, and I'm up for anything that comes along. I really like to do different things, right? You know, I mean, Melbourne, doing comedy, that's incredible, you know? And to me, it's incredible. I've always wanted to come to Australia. I seize the opportunity. But in even smaller things, now I'll tell you this, my mate, this is my mate Tom's favorite story, right? Now Tom was here, he's just a bit drunk because he went back to Hong Kong today, so I had a couple of beers. I don't know if you can tell him, can you tell him drunk? I've only had like a couple of beers anyway, but then my lightweight. Anyway, I said in a way, now this, he said, was so happy I'm putting this story in my show. But I have to tell you this before I say the story. Okay. I am circumcised. George, that's quite a revelation, mate. But you're telling this to people. Well, that's not the funny bit. The funny bit is that I only found out last June. Yeah, only found out last June, guys. Now, the way I found out is because Greek people are not meant to be circumcised through culture or religion, and no one told me. So how am I supposed to know? I'll tell you how. I had a tip-off. Ha! It's a joke, guys. It's a real joke. Now, the way it happened, Tom, he rang me last May when he was still in London. He's the first person I spoke to when I went to England. He's still my best friend, 14 years later. So he rang me last May. He said, George, there's a thing in London. It's called the Naked Bike Ride. Do you fancy doing that? I said, does it involve cycling through London naked? He went, yes. I was like, of course, sign me up. And that, I can tell by your reaction that this is not your cup of tea. But guys, it was amazing. And it's 3,000 people who do it, not just me and Tom. That'd be fucking weird, right? And it's serious visual. If you gather in London, and it's meant to be for a good cause, it's meant to be against oil dependency, against dependency from petrol, which is quite ironic because to get there, I flew to London. You know, I wasn't there for the environment, was I? I was there for the tits. And I saw plenty, guys. Oh, what a day for tits. I did see some penises as well, but I'm trying to forget about that bit, so I'm not blocking it out. You know what I discovered about nudists that day? Because you gather in Hyde Park in London. Hyde Park is a big park. It's right outside Buckingham Palace. And you know, I discovered this. Nudists are incredible people, right? But the people keenest to take the clothes off are never the people that should be naked in the first place. If you think about it. Like, we gather in Hyde Park. As soon as they said, guys, we're ready to set off, that's the only time we took our clothes off. We were waiting until the very last minute, and then we took our clothes off, and they were just off with one of the bikes. But there was people there that had been naked for like 45 minutes, walking around casually. And it wasn't the Brazilian supermodel running around. No, like a fat bloke with hair all over the place, who somehow went, I think everybody needs to see this. And he just walked around naked, right? It was disgusting. But anyway, we did it, it was fun. And oh, and by the way, right, during the thing, I was at the very front at one point, and there was a guy ahead of us, 10 meters ahead, right, enjoying his day, naked, one of us, good on you, mates, right? He was not the leader. The leader was a guy behind him, and you could tell he was the leader because he was wearing a high-vis jacket and nothing else. Right, if you know nothing about Britain, know this. This is entirely British. Because that guy was like, yes, I am protesting, but also I think health and safety is very, very important. Right? And at one point, the road split. One road went down the underpass, another road in a different direction. The guy at the very front, not the leader, went down the underpass. The leader and the rest of us went the other way. And if you don't think that's funny, we can never be friends, right? Because that first guy must have realized at some point that he's cycling through London naked on his own. And you don't want to be a guy, do you? Under no circumstance do you want to be alone naked. Because when it's 3,000 of you, yes, there is some justification in what you're doing. But if it's just you, and you're naked, and most importantly, fucking alone, you are not environmental, you're just fucking mental. And that's how I think British people and Greek people sometimes are alike. We didn't expect to find that out, but they discovered that. Do you know how? Because 3,000 of us, me, Tom, and the rest of us, we looked at that poor bastard and went, ha, fuck him. And we started and went, high-fiving each other. No one helped. Everybody went, that is hilarious. And then, now the next day, I flew back to Greece for my sister's wedding. And Tom emailed me the photographs. And he said, George, here's the pictures. By the way, mate, have you been circumcised? And I rang him and I said, no. He was like, you're definitely circumcised. And I was like, I haven't. He goes, yes, you have. Look at the photographs. And I looked at them and I thought, A, you took far too many photographs. Why were you photographing my penis? You're fucking idiot. right? And B, I don't need to look at the photographs because I know what it fucking looks like. I have no life. I know what it looks like. Not an idiot. I know everybody here knows what the downstairs looks like, but I'm pretty sure none of us has questions what the fuck is happening down there. We all went, oh, hello, let's have a good life together. And then you moved on, didn't you? You didn't think about it. And I know what a circumcised penis is supposed to look like. I know mine looks like one. But I remember when I was younger, my penis was fully covered with skin. And I just thought that I grew older and I outgrew it. Yeah. You know, the dick got larger, the skin could not catch up. That's a very Greek attitude to size, by the way. I was walking around life thinking to myself, yep, no amount of skin cover this fucking monster. And I was like, alright Tom, I think you're fine mate, I'm not circumcised, I'm just fucking huge. Yeah, don't worry, it's a great thing. And Tom was like, you're not huge, you're just fucking circumcised. And I went to my mom, I said, Mom, am I circumcised? She said, yes. I said, why? Why did you do this? Why did you put me through so much pain? Why did you do this? And I don't remember the pain I felt, but I'm pretty sure baby George felt the pain. And baby George could do nothing but just cry his eyes out. But adult George can do something about it. He can speak up for himself. I'm like, why did you do this to me? Why did you put me through so much pain? Don't you love me? Why did you do this? Why? My mom went, well, it happened. And besides, you're 28 years old. How did you just find it out now? That was like what fucking Tom told me. When we developed some pictures we took together. Not a great moment in this Haropoulos household, right? My mom was like, don't tell your dad. I did. And I was there for my sister's wedding, right? I went there for my sister's wedding. And my girlfriend joined me the next day. Now my girlfriend, her name is Kate. And she's English. She's very posh. She's like, let me tell you how posh she is. I went to her house for the first time when we started dating. At the back of her house, her parents have a tennis court. Right? Do you know what I have in the back of my house? A shovel. And it's broken. Right? A fucking tennis court. Like, and she asked me this question, Kate. Kate said, like, she landed, right? She landed. And when she went, oh, baby, you know, it's great to see you. I've missed you. I was like, why did you not tell me I was circumcised? And she went, I thought you knew. I was like, of course you didn't knew. What do you think I was, a fucking idiot, not knowing? Of course you think your boyfriend is a fucking moron. And then she asked me this question before the wedding. She said, George, she jokingly, she said, is it going to be anything like my big fat Greek wedding? Have you guys seen it? Yes. Yeah? And I said, no baby, it's not going to be like that. And I went there and like it totally was, right? We lived up to every single stereotype of Greek weddings. Like every single one of them. And I didn't know how Greek I was until I realized how normal everything seemed to me. And Kate asked me this question, said, how many people are going to be at the wedding? And I rang my mom, said, Mom, how many people at the wedding? She said, George, let me put it this way, your dad has bought 7 sheep. And I went, oh yeah, that sounds fucking massive. To you, it means nothing, but to me, it meant fucking everything, right? Like Kate went, what does it mean? I said, baby, it's a 7 sheeper. It's a lot of mouths to feed, so I'm guessing it's a big wedding, right? That's how I thought about it. I went down there, it was 375 people. Oh my God, exactly. It's a lot, isn't it? I figured out, Tom's wedding was 95. People went, wow, what a big wedding. Like, and I realized there's 3 scales. If you think 375 is a lot, these 2 Greek people in the audience tonight are thinking, stingy bastards. And I realized there's 3 scales to wedding. Like, up to 120, every other wedding. Up to like 400, walk wedding, okay? Up to 800, Indians. It's a fair assessment. Like, I had an Indian guy, while you're sitting here, I had him here a few days ago. I said 375, and he went. And my sister, she turned to them. She turned to my mom and dad, who paid for the wedding. She went, Mom, who the hell are these people? I don't know anyone. Who are these people? I don't know them. My husband doesn't know them. Who are they? My mom went, I know them. I'm paying for the wedding. It's my wedding. This is not what your wedding, Maria. You having the ceremony. The wedding is fucking mine. These are my friends, and I'm here to share my joy with them. You go back to your friends, go dance. Okay, and it was kind of like that, because my mom didn't have a wedding of her dreams, because my parents had me, well, my mom was already pregnant when they had me, when of course. That makes sense. She was pregnant when they got married, and I found out at the age of 6. When my mom went, George, today it's mine and your dad's wedding anniversary. And I went, I'm born in October, now it's March, went April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 7 months. That's not right. I went to the encyclopedia, I checked premature babies. I found out premature babies have like sometimes heart defects, stuff like that. And I started crying my ass out, going, I'm not normal, there's something wrong with me, I'm not normal. And my mom didn't know what to do. She was like 27. So what she did is, she took me to the family doctor, who explained to me in scientific terms that the Greek boys just come out quicker. I was like, well, that's a relief. I thought that was the case until I was like 17 as well, right? You know, you don't question something until later in life you go, oh fuck, I was wrong. So it was that kind of thing. And Kate, like, we had a great wedding, right? It was fantastic. Everything was great. But that was not the happiest I was. My sister got married, yes, happy moment. That was not the happiest moment of that holiday for me. The happiest moment was when I had to do the translating between Kate and my parents. Because my parents speak zero English. Kate speaks zero Greek. And I had to do the translating. And at one point, Kate said, George, your mom keeps on fucking feeding me a lot. Like, and I can't take this anymore, right? Because I went on a diet to have a beach body for your beautiful city, and now I put on like 5 kilos in 1 week. I can't take this. How can I say I'm full in Greek and maybe she'll appreciate it? And I said, baby, the word for I'm full in Greek is eklasa, which actually means I have just farted. And I waited. Because when you do something like that, then it's about the waiting game. You can't ruin it, right? And let me tell you something about my friends. All my friends speak good English. When Kate was practicing eklasa in front of them, they were like, good girl, Kate. You know, they're my mates. They don't want to ruin the moment. And I waited, right? And it happened, like, I wish I had made it up. I don't have the skills to make up such a story about how it happens. Because I'm in a restaurant, and you know the really fancy restaurants that is so fancy, if you speak up a little bit louder, everyone can hear what you're saying, because it's a very whispery restaurant. You know, like, oh, the soup is amazing. It's just, this kind of place, right? It's me, Kate, my mom, and my dad, and my brother. Now, my parents had my brother late in life. They had him, he's like 12 now, right? So they had him quite late in life. And when he was about 4, my brother broke something, and then he laughed. And my mom said, go to your room. I was thinking, just go to your room. Are you not going to smack him with the bum or anything like that? She went, George, I realize now that we're older parents that that was wrong what we did. So we realized to change our approach to bringing up our kids, because I think we made a mistake with you and your sisters. So we've learned from this. And I was thinking, yeah, you have progressed as parents. But also, what that was telling me is that my parents took a look at me and my 2 sisters and they went, well, they're fucked. Let's not make the same mistake again. 4th time lucky. So my brother is there and he went for a swim. It's me, my parents, and Kate. And my mom went, Kate, calamari? And Kate went, can I say it now? I was like, of course you can. I've been waiting. And Kate went, no, eklasa. My mom went, you what? Which is the only English my mom has ever spoken ever, right? And Kate went, eklasa. My mom went, no. And Kate was like, yes. I have just farted. And she was also doing this. It's beautiful, right? Because my mom is like, George, tell her what you just said. tell her what she just said. I'm thinking I'm doing no such thing, right? I'm having such a good time. I'm not ruining this moment. My mom was like, if I could reach across the table, I would smack you in the face right now. You're not too old for this, George. And if I can reach you, I would get the smack. I'm like, well, you can't reach me, and it's fucking hilarious. And Kate's like, why is mom so angry? Like, simple, maybe. She offered you food, you said no, and this is quite rude in Greek culture. You know, just said no. And Kate's like, oh my God, what have I, what am I going to do? I don't want any calamari. My mom is trying to explain. My dad is just laughing. He's like me, he's a dick. Of course he laughs, right? So, my mom is trying to explain to Kate what eklasa means in gestures. Because in Greece, we have gestures, fucking everything, right? Like, here's guys, you are in for a bit of education about the gestures we have in Greek culture. I'm going to give you 3 of them, my favorites. Now, this is yes. This is no. George, it looks the same. It doesn't. Remember Pythagoras? Now, imagine this is the x-axis, okay? When your chin goes down, but never up, just down, that's a yes. When it goes up, but never down, that's a no. And that way, we avoid confusion. This is another favorite gesture of mine. This. It means hello. Classic. It also means goodbye. In Greek, it also means they're gone. And when I see you, I'm going to kick your ass. How does it make sense? It fucking doesn't. Okay? And that is my favorite. This. It means I'm hungry, but also I've got diarrhea. How have we just ended up in these fucking gestures? How do we go, yep, that makes complete sense. Let's go with that. If you see a Greek person do that, you don't know what's happening, you know it's important. Where is he going? Definitely home. This is serious. Now, there's a gesture for farts in Greek. And my mom went, Kate, eklasa. In English, entirely different thing, right? And Kate is going, what the fuck have I just done? And that moment, when I'm just thinking, can't this get any better? My brother comes back from the beach, and my mom was trying to whisper. People can already kind of, but my mom's trying to whisper. Goes, tell Kate how you can say eklasa in English. My brother is 12, doesn't know the word for fart in English. You don't learn that in English school. So my brother just looked around and farted in front of everybody in the restaurant. And I could not breathe, guys. You know, when you, like, I couldn't breathe. It was, if no one was looking before, everybody was looking then, right? Because A, it was loud, and B, it really fucking stunk, okay? People knew something had happened on our table, right? It's fantastic. I loved it. And I was thinking, do 13-year-olds just carry a spare fart around? For exhibition purposes. I need to fart, I'm going to keep this in, you never know when I'm going to use it. And I love it. My mom hates the story. She said it's disrespectful, it's embarrassing, Kate thinks it's very, very funny, and it is funny, isn't it? Fucking hilarious. And my mom doesn't like that. And I like England, I've jailed in England, because I think English people, and Australians, you guys are very similar. You laugh at these things, you kind of see the humor in it. Like, and I love it, and I love the fact that the cultures, I really understand it, I really love it. Like, for example, I told you how much I like rap music, right? I love rap music, but I also like proper cheese music. You know cheese? Is the term in Australia, cheese? You know Kylie Minogue, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, cheese, pop. No, but pop can be also R&B, like recently, or anything that's in the charts. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking the kind of music you can act out in clubs. You know, YMCA. Cheesy. Cheesy music. Cheesy music? Okay, thanks for that. You see, guys, you're getting comedy. I'm getting English classes. Cheesy music. I fucking love cheesy music, right? I love it. And you guys might say you don't like cheesy music. But I don't know, do you know Robbie Williams? Yeah? That moment in a club when like Angels comes on by Robbie Williams, no matter how you don't like cheesy music, you will hug whoever is next to you. You know the weirdo that has been there on their own, just staring at girls for the entire night? If they're next to you during angels, you go, come here, mate, this is important. You know, this is great. And I love pop music. So I like gangster rap and very camp pop. And they came combined, and I fell in love in England when I went to watch Coolio. Do you know Coolio? Do you? Do you know Coolio? Do you know Gangsta's Paradise? Yeah? When I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look in my life and realize there is none left, because I've been laughing and buzzing so long that even more things that my mind is gone. You know that? Thanks, guys. Thank you. It is Coolio. You know it, right? Yeah, and I love Coolio, because Coolio is like a proper gangster rapper who's had a gun once, so to me he qualifies. And also, he was in the charts, so it's also pop, right? It was a combination of everything I love. And I went to see Coolio the Gangster play a gig in Newcastle upon Tyne. Do you know how I found out Coolio was in town? I saw Coolio put up his own posters. How cute is that? Right, the gangster rapper putting up posters. Like hilarious. And I told Tom, I said, Tom, there's a thing, should we go to see Coolio? He went, of course, George. And by the way, George, if it ever comes to a point when we can cycle through London naked, I'm going to give you a ring. It's a callback. So, Tom said, yeah, let's go. And we went to see Coolio. Coolio goes on stage, guys, and Coolio is 1,500 people. And he goes on, he goes, hello guys, thanks for coming. Tonight, I am going to play some songs from my new album. Exactly. The same level of silence. Everybody went, what's the fuck are you about, Coolio? New album? It's 2004, mate? Like, have you been still writing music? I'm not here for your new album. I'm here for Gangsta's Paradise. It's a fucking great song, right? But the thing is, British people, like Australian people, you guys don't complain unless you're like a bit drunk, right? You won't kick off. So I saw everybody just going, oh, all right, Coolio, just show us what you've got. And Coolio starts giving his rap stuff, right, for like 30, 40 minutes. And I could see it around me. I didn't know what it was back then. It was 2004. I had only been in England 2 years. But I know what it is now. These people, they were getting stressed. They were getting this British fucking frustration building up inside of them, about to come out like a fucking volcano, right? And I was going to say something, but this guy next to me, he just heckled, the funniest heckle. He just went, just play the fucking song, you fucking cunts! And now you could see the crowd just completely turn. They went from, all right, Coolio, to, what the fuck is wrong with you, Coolio? Play Gangsta's Paradise. And that's when I think the difference between music and comedy exists. Because in comedy, if you see me tomorrow and do the same joke, you might go, George, I've heard this joke before. Can you not do a new joke, George? But when you see Coolio say, tonight I'm going to play some songs from my new album, 1,500 people will go, no, Coolio. What you will do is you will play the same song I have heard 100 times. And I want it in the exact same version as I remember it. I know it's been 13 years, you probably changed it. Don't. This is not your song, it's my song. Play the song. Play the song, Coolio. Right? And imagine being Coolio, right? Coolio was at the height of fame at one point in his life. He wrote a song in 1992. The guy is a gangster, you know what I mean? He had money. He had a song that Michelle Pfeiffer did a film like revolving that song. He has a rap lyric in Gangsta's Paradise saying, "Make me treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of." And like he finding himself in fucking Newcastle upon Tyne when 1,500 people. Coolio had like guns, money, bitches, the lot, right? And he finds himself with 1,500 people who are all shouting at him with one chant. You only have one song, you only have one song. And do you know what Coolio did? He played Gangsta's Paradise 4 times in a row. And I went, I love this country. And let me tell you something else. We did not get bored. If he had played Gangsta's Paradise a 5th time, we would have loved it still, right? We did not get tired. I think that's Coolio's threshold for like self-confidence, right? That's when he went, I think that's enough. But if 1,500 people can make Coolio just fucking stop being a gangster, and that means that's, to be fair, that is a fucking good song. Let's go get guys. It was amazing. And one guy, like, wasn't happy. At the end of the fourth guy, he just went, the same guy, he went, "Where's that fat cunt that does the chorus?" You remember that guy, the fat guy that does the chorus? He wasn't there. The guy was really hungry. And I thought, I'm not going back to Greece. I'll fall in love with this place. I love it. And I am the kind of person that loves what's happening. Coolio, I think you enjoyed it as well, to be honest. And I love the fact that this is what's happening, you know. I am a person that sees the funny side of stuff, the silver lining, because of all that's happening in my life. I don't see tragedies. Like, in many ways, it's a tragedy for Coolio, isn't it? It's a tragedy for him to be performing the same song for 12 years. I wouldn't be like that. I would be happy about it. Like, it keeps you going, doesn't it? What was that? I overcame a serious illness when I was like 12. Yeah, but I was still positive about the whole experience. That didn't matter to me. My parents didn't understand me. Whose parents understand them? No one. My parents hit me at school like yours did. You're happy, aren't you? Of course, we don't give a shit. It's about being positive. And you guys are positive. I've decided to surround myself with positive people. Tommy's happy. Tommy's in Hong Kong now. He's making hundreds of thousands working for a bank. Is he happy? Yes. Was he happy when he was cycling naked through London with me? Absolutely yes, right? He was looking like delirious. That's the thing. I think you should be happy in life. And you guys, you're my audience. You're the kind of people that were positive about coming to this show. Like the pessimists stayed home. No one knows who the fuck I am. Like, you guys looked at the flyer, you went, yeah, let's go. For no reason whatsoever. Right? The pessimist went, it could be shit. Rightly so, right? You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. And I am confident about it. I am happy. I am confident. I am arrogant. I'm a comedian. I have to be. But also, I believe in myself. And let me tell you this, right? To become a comedian, it's not easy. You don't just jump on stage and you do the jokes and it works. You have to craft. And I put my effort in it. So it makes me very, very self-confident when it works out for me. I had a gig in London. Do you know how I got in to do a gig in London? I give you the money as well. It was like $1,000 for 2 gigs, right? That is good money for 2 gigs. Before you say, oh George, you're bragging. Well, I am. But also, I am not, because for me to do that gig, I went to London, I finished my job, I was at work then, I was still working. I finished work at 5 o'clock, I took a 4-train journey to London for 5 minutes, unpaid, to see if he likes me. And then I took the bus back to Newcastle. I was in Newcastle at 7 o'clock in the morning. I went for a shower and I went to work. And I did that 3 times for the guy to like me enough to book me on the off chance he fucking books me. So when they book me for a gig, I don't think, oh God, I'm so lucky. I'm thinking, fuck right, you booked me for the gig, I'm great. So it does get to me, right? It does make you arrogant because you know you deserve it. And everybody here who's done anything in their lives, all of you, you deserve what you're getting.